Hey Falcons fans, this one's gonna hit you right in the feels. The 2025 NFL Draft is in the books, and while Atlanta's front office is playing chess with our quarterback situation, they've just dropped another bombshell move that's got the whole league buzzing. Picture this: a veteran QB, a massive contract, and a trade market colder than a Minnesota winter. Add to that a draft strategy so wild it's either genius or insanity, and we're left wondering if the Falcons are about to soar or crash. I'm diving deep into the drama, tying it to a game-changing draft narrative that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Grab a snack, and let's unravel this Atlanta saga, because the next chapter is going to be a doozy, and you won't want to miss a word. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. The Kirk Cousins conundrum: patience or panic? Let's kick things off with the elephant in the room, Kirk Cousins. The 2025 draft's done, and our $100 million man is still a Falcon. Riding the bench behind Michael Penix Jr., GM Terry Fontenot went on SiriusXM's Mad Dog Radio and played it cool, saying Atlanta's being patient with Cousins' contract. "We're open to talks about anybody on our roster," Fontenot said, admitting he's already chatted with 6 or 7 GMs post-draft. But here's the tea: there's no hot market for Cousins right now. Cleveland's got a QB logjam, Pittsburgh's waiting on a big-name free agent, and every other team set for 2025. So, what's the move? Fontenot's preaching patience, and I get it. Why rush? Cousins holds a no-trade clause and $27.5 million guaranteed next season. He's not itching to leave. Why be a backup elsewhere when he's banking millions in Atlanta? But the math ain't mattering for some fans. Pay $2 million a month for a clipboard holder? Ouch! Fontenot's banking on a 2011 Carson Palmer scenario. Remember when the Raiders lost Jason Campbell to a broken collarbone and swooped in for Palmer? Or 2016, when the Vikings sent a first-rounder for Sam Bradford after Teddy Bridgewater's injury? One QB injury league-wide, and Cousins could fetch a haul, maybe even the $20 million Atlanta reportedly wants covered. This is where it gets emotional. Falcons fam, Cousins gave us hope in 24, those early wins, that veteran swagger. But Penix's late season spark, 750 yards, 6 TDs and 3 starts, lit a fire. Trading Cousins feels like closing a chapter, but keeping him screams loyalty to a guy who's been nothing but class. Are we stuck in limbo, or is Fontenot playing 4D chess? Hold that thought, because the draft just threw us another curveball, and it's tied to this QB saga in a way that'll blow your mind. The draft gamble, Atlanta's unconventional legacy. Now, let's pivot to the draft, where Atlanta's front office doubled down on their screw-the-rulebook vibe. Since Terry Fontenot took over in 2021, the Falcons have been the NFL's rebels, zagging when everyone else zigs. They took Kyle Pitts at 4 when no tight end had ever gone that high. Drafted Drake London over flashier wideouts like Garrett Wilson. Snagged Bijan Robinson at 8, spitting in the face of running backs don't go top 10. And last year, Michael Penix Jr. at 8, fresh off signing Cousins. Every time, the experts clutch their pearls, reach. Bad value. But Atlanta's young core is proving them wrong. Flash to January 2025, Pitts, London, Robinson, and Penix made history against Carolina. First time ever, a 300-yard passer, 175-yard receiver, and 150-yard rusher, all under 25, in one game. That's the vision Fontenot's chasing, a fearless, explosive future. This year's draft? They kept the chaos alive. At 15, they grabbed Jalen Walker, a Georgia edge rusher who's all power and speed. Think Michael Williams with extra sauce. Conventional? Sure, he was a top talent at a need position. But then, boom, they traded back into the first round, giving up a 2026 first-rounder for Tennessee's James Pierce Jr., another edge beast. 2 pass rushers in round 1? That's Fontenot laughing at safe picks. Why does this tie to Cousins? It's all about Penix. Trading Cousins signals all in on the kid, but he needs protection, literally. Atlanta's pass rush was a ghost last year, 27 sacks, bottom 10 in the league. Walker and Pierce could change that. Imagine them collapsing pockets, giving Penix clean looks to London and Pitts. Fontenot's betting big, fix the defense, unleash the offense, and let Penix soar. But it's a gamble. Pierce is raw. Some call him a bust waiting to happen. If this flops, we're stuck with no Cousins, no picks, and a shaky D. If it hits, playoffs, baby, maybe even a deep run. The emotional connection, loyalty, risk, and Atlanta's heart. Here's where it gets real, Falcons fans. Cousins in this draft are two sides of the same coin, loyalty versus risk, past versus future. Keeping Cousins is a nod to his grit, his leadership through a tough 24. Trading him? It's a leap of faith in Penix, a kid who's got that Matt Ryan cool but needs time. The draft doubles that bet. Walker and Pierce are high upside swings, but they're not guarantees. It's Atlanta's DNA, bold, defiant, and a little maddening. Remember 2016, Julio Jones mossing Luke Kuechly for a 70-yard TD? Or Penix's dagger to London to seal that Saints win? That's the fire Fontenot's chasing, moments that make us scream, cry, and believe. This isn't just roster talk, it's our identity. Cousins represents the safe, steady past. Penix, Walker, and Pierce are the reckless, thrilling future. Fontenot's patience with Cousins buys time to let Penix grow, but those draft picks scream urgency, fix the D now, win now. It's a tightrope, and every Falcons fan feels it. Are we crazy to trust this? Or is this the year we finally break through, proving the haters wrong like Pitts, London, and Robinson did? I'm torn, fam. Part of me wants Cousins to stay forever. Part of me's ready for Penix's era. Where you at? The big picture, 2025's make or break moment. Zoom out. This is Atlanta's crossroads. Cousins' saga could end with a trade that nets us picks or cap space, or he stays as the NFL's priciest insurance policy. The draft? Walker and Pierce could be the pass rush duo we've craved since John Abraham, or they could fizzle, leaving us pickless in 26. Fontenot's mantra, conviction and belief, is our rallying cry, but it's on Penix, Walker, and Pierce to deliver. 2025's the test. Can this unconventional path finally tip the scales? A playoff berth, maybe an NFC South crown, would silence the doubters. Another 7-10? It's back to the drawing board, and that stings. Your turn. What's Atlanta's next move? Falcons Nation, this is your moment. What's the call? Keep Cousins as Penix's safety net, or trade him and go all in? Are Walker and Pierce the answer, or did we overreach? Drop your heart-on-sleeve takes in the comments. I'm begging for your thoughts. This team's got us dreaming big but bracing for heartbreak, and I know you feel it too. Smash that like, share this with every dirty bird you know, and let's debate. 2025's our shot to make history, and we're not backing down. Rise up!